July, my neighbor and I were setting off these tank fireworks, and at one point we strapped on Peeps, like the marshmallows, and it was really cool. So I decided to draw a picture of Peep on a tank, along with some other Peeps, and they just want to battle or something. And after I drew this picture, I thought it would be cool to actually make figures of these Peeps. So I made the chick team and the bunny team. So let's start with the chick team here. Okay. So this is the flag Peep. So it's pretty simple. It's just a Peep with a helmet. And you have this flag. And now I made it so the flag can come out, but it's just on a toothpick. And I made the flag and stuff out of clay, and I sharpied this no bunny symbol on. But yeah, so that's the flag Peep. The next chick is the general. Now this guy is basically just like the other guy, just without the flag, and instead of that, he has these shoulder pads. Yeah. And now we move on to this horn Peep. This guy has some sort of horn, for battle. And yeah, he's pretty simple. And the next one is one of the first three that I made. And it is the sniper Peep. This guy turned out pretty good. He has a gun here, and he's basically just like the general and the flag Peep. And now this is a spy. He's basically a chick Peep, that's painted gray, because I imagine they painted him gray, to disguise with the darkness. And then he has these night vision goggles on, so he can spy on the other team when they're not looking at him. And the next one is another spy, but instead of it being that one, it is a disguised spy. So this chick has disguised as a bunny, and he has a little nose strapped on here with some ears that he attached on, and plus he has a little camera. And the next one is sort of a spy, but it's a camouflage Peep. This guy is just covered in camouflage so he can spy on the other team, or scout ahead to see if there's any danger. And he has this little sash, which I imagine has survival tools and stuff in it. And now we move on to my favorite figure out of all of them, which is the medic. This guy, he has a little first aid kit, and a little saw. But the saw sadly broke a few times, so you can kind of tell that it broke. And he's basically just a Peep, but with that thing on, plus these. And now we move on to one that goes with the medic, which is the injured Peep. This guy, he kind of looks a little smashed, because well, I didn't mean to do that, but it just kind of looks like he's smashed. And then he has a band-aid, and a lot of cracks on his helmet. Yeah. And now we move on to the flamethrower Peep. This guy, he has a flamethrower, plus this little mask, maybe so he can breathe the smoke, breathe through the smoke. And yeah, it's just kind of strapped on him. And then he has just the normal helmet. And here is a bomber Peep. So this guy, he has another sash, which just like this guy right here. But I imagine in this one, it's other bombs and explosives. And then right here, he has a little bomb. And this guy has a different type of helmet than the rest. This helmet doesn't have straps that come down like this. It's just kind of connected to these goggles, which has a strap here, and that's how he keeps it on. And now this last one is one of the biggest, and it is the tank. So it's a tank. There's like the big gun right there, the lid. This lid falls off a lot. But then there's some treads, and there's a no bunny symbol, sharpied on the side. And now the cool part is you can actually take out this guy, so you can just have a normal Peep with no weapon. And there's just a spot to put him in there. Now we move on to the bunny team. Now, for every one of the ones I just showed you, there's a bunny version of it. So let's start with the flag bunny. So this guy is like this guy, just a bunny. And yeah, he's pretty simple. And now the flag is made the same way as the chick flag Peep. And you can see it's like it's no chicks on each side. And you can pop it back in like that. And now here is the general bunny. This was actually the first bunny I made. And yeah, he turned out really good. He has the shoulder pads just like this chick. And I kind of made it so this guy has blue shoulder pads and this guy's blue. But then this guy has yellow shoulder pads and this guy's yellow. So it's kind of like they wear the opposite color. And yeah. Now we move on to the trumpet Peep. Yeah, and it's the same as the other trumpet Peep, but just a bunny. It's pretty simple. Yeah. Now here is the sniper bunny. This guy also turned out really good. Yeah. He has a gun. He's pretty simple, but really cool. Now here is the spy bunny. This guy, some of the paint on it kind of came down, but I still think it looks good. And its paint is actually a little bit lighter than this one. But yeah, like maybe they use different types of paint. Who knows? Now this one is the disguised bunny, and it's wearing a little mask that looks like a beak, so it can blend in with the chicks. And it just kind of put its ears down, so you can't really tell, because that kind of looks like a chick if you look at it the right way. And this first one that's disguised as bunny has a camera, but this one has like a little microphone so it can record instead of take pictures. Now here is the camouflage bunny. I imagine this is full of like survival tools and stuff, just like the other camouflage Peep. But yeah, I used 3 different paints for like the camouflage. I used a green, dark green, and then a brown, and I think it turned out good. And now here is the medic bunny. This guy, he has the same type of hat that this medic has, but instead of holding those 2 things, I gave him some sort of little shot of some kind, and there's like some of the stuff dripping out, and I used super glue to make that. So yeah, pretty simple. I really like him. Now here is the injured bunny. Like the other injured Peep, he has like cracks on the helmet and scratch marks, but he now has like a big indent where maybe he got hit. So yeah. Now here is probably my favorite bunny team figure, and it's the flamethrower bunny, and I think it turned out great. So he has like a different type of flamethrower than the other flamethrower. They're pretty similar, but a bit different. It's more big, I would say. And he has a mask, and I added some dark paint around it to make it seem like he's got burned on the mask or something, and I think it turned out really good. So yeah. Now here is the bomber bunny, and unlike this bomber chick, he uses this as a belt instead of a sash, And I wanted to mix it up a bit, so instead of using another big bomb, I gave him a grenade. And now we move on to the very last figure, which is the Bunny Chain Tank. Now this guy is pretty good. It's a bit different than this tank. So first of all, let's just look at the character. So pretty simple. It's just a Peep with no weapons. But the tanks are a bit different. So first of all, different symbol. This one I actually painted on, while that one I Sharpied on. But as you can tell, they're different sizes. This one is a bit smaller. And this lid leans back a bit more than this one. And the gun is a bit skinnier than this one. But I imagine this one is like a more accurate gun, and then this one's a more stronger gun though. So I think it's pretty fair. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And that basically wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.